Moving along then, in the discussion of Deleuze's book, The Logic of Sense, we move to the second chapter, which is called Second Series of Paradoxes, or Surface Effects. Now, in the previous chapter, Deleuze had pointed out that Plato had made a distinction between the realm of limited becoming and unlimited becoming. Limited becoming is and these are both proper to the realm of becoming. They have nothing to do with the realm of ideas. This is the realm of actual physical things for Plato. For the realm of limited becoming, things are finite. They are bound to the past, present, future of time. They unfold in linear fashion over time in the present. The future is always deferred, the past is always behind us, and things unfold in a measured, limited way. But this other type of becoming, this pure becoming, what Deleuze will call pure events, and what for Plato is a kind of pure becoming, or as Deleuze calls it, a becoming mad, past and future become intertwined in the present. The three become inextricable, and there's generally an attempt to escape. The realm of copies try to elude the idea, and in doing so, trace lines of flight, to use his later discourse, to elude the present. So the present is effaced in this infinite becoming, in which contradictory states, young and old, future, past, are involved in the present and become simultaneously present, basically, in an unlimited, infinite way. So we have this distinction in Plato, which is not, as Deleuze says, the same as the distinction between the realm of the ideas and the realm of contingent things that are in processes of becoming. It is more parallel to the realm of things themselves and their simulacra, which of course we know that the simulacra for Plato was always the realm of opinions on the one hand, the shadows, but also he tended to identify with the shadow world at a third remove from the ideas, the realm of the arts, which for Plato was not good, because it was thrice removed from the realm of the ideas. But for Deleuze, precisely that realm of simulacra is going to become the privileged realm. Deleuze is engaged in a project throughout all of his books in overturning Platonism. And to do that, he moves on in the second chapter to invoke the aid of the Stoics, for whom precisely they overturn Plato by identifying the realm of the idea with the realm of surface effects, or events, and not with the realm of causes. So he says that the Stoics then, paralleling this early Platonic distinction, made another distinction, although it involves a more fundamental ontological reversal between a similar two kinds of becomings of things, a limited becoming and an unlimited becoming. But for them, the limited becoming is the realm of bodies, of physical matter, of bodies, quantities, qualities, and the realm of causes, the sum total of which is governed by a giant sort of metaphorical cosmic fire into which bodies go, out of which they come, and the sum total of which is also guided and by the idea of destiny. And so it's the realm of pure causes. Every body is a cause for some other body. But what they do is they introduce between this ontological disjunction a separation of causes from effects. In the second realm, the realm that corresponds to the unlimited becoming, we have the Stoics separating the realm of effects from the realm of causes to a realm of incorporeal events. So what they do is they decorporealize events. If one body cuts another, it's not the case that that cut becomes a property of that body. It is the process, the state of being cut, the verb of cutting, which becomes ontologized into a secondary, decorporealized realm of pure events. This is going to form Deleuze's ontology, basically. It's a realm of pure events, or surfaces, that have become separate from actual states of affairs of actual bodies. So, unlike Aristotle, who made a distinction between four different types of causes, the Stoics didn't make a distinction between types of causes. They separated effects from causes, left causes at the realm of the physical world, and kept the realm of effects as a second realm, a realm not of destiny, but a realm of necessity, in which there are no causes, but only effects. And this is also the realm of language, the realm of linguistic propositions. And he also says, Deleuze also says that the Stoics invented more or less paradox as an instrument for the analysis of language at the level of surface effects. So we have this whole ontology of a realm of effects. It's the realm of the eon, the god eon, is sometimes pictured in ancient cosmology as a god, but it's the concept of eon as an ultimate concept in which the past and the future are infinitely divisible into the present. So there's also an effacing of the present there, as in the unlimited becoming of Plato. There's an effacing of the present in which contradictory states of past and future are involved in the present in a paradoxical way. And so the Stoics were aware of these paradoxes, and they generated the whole theory of paradoxes in order to analyze the resultant effects of this deontologization of the realm of effects from the realm of the physical world. Now, this isn't exactly the distinction between sensible and intelligible. This realm of the Stoics, this secondary realm of surfaces, will become for Deleuze the realm of sense, the realm in which sense is made, the realm of language, basically. But sense operates at the boundary, at the liminal zone between the intelligible and the sensible. It's like Derrida's hinge, la brisure, or the Kantian schematism of the categories, which connects the categories with the outer world. It's something in between the intelligible and the sensible. Sense-making has a foot in both worlds, and so he doesn't just want to rest by putting this realm of propositions and relations between propositions, which he'll analyze in the next chapter, as just at the level of the mind. That's a kind of a Platonic distinction that he's trying to avoid and efface. Sense is something that hovers in between the sensible and the intelligible, the sensible in the sense of perceptual to the senses, not sense-making in the sense of making sense out of things. So it's the hinge that's in between the two. And so this is going to form Deleuze's whole cosmology, and he says that what happens then in the Alice novels is that the first half of Alice is really concerned with the realm of the depths of things, and the depths of things is the realm of irony, of Platonic and Socratic irony, the realm of heights and depths, whereas humor is proper to the realm of paradox, as everyone who's seen an M.C. Escher paradoxical drawing knows. Humor is proper to the realm of paradox. It functions as the ideal thing in Lewis Carroll, with everything is humorous at the surface realm. And Alice begins by looking for this ontology of unlimited becomings, in which things can be paradoxically both small and large at the same time, effects can precede causes and so forth, by delving underground, by moving underground, hiding, digging, tunneling underground, and then so Deleuze points out that notice that gives way, as the novel progresses, to an obsession with surfaces. We get the flat card figures that walk around who are just purely two-dimensional surfaces without any kind of depth to them, and that becomes the revelation in the Alice novels. Flatness, surfaces, a lateral sliding across width that dissolves the distinction between the higher and the lower, the depth realm of irony. This is the realm of humor and paradox and sense-making and also nonsense. That is proper to the Alice world, and that is going to become basically the realm that Deleuze will occupy in this book, The Logic of Sense. Now, I do want to point out, he's preparing the groundwork for the next chapter on the different types of propositions, and then after that, a discussion of paradoxes, and then how the structure of sense works, and then the genesis of how it comes into being. But what he's saying here, really, is once again consistent, I think, with McLuhan's idea that I talked about last time, that the Alice novels prefigure or are already looking ahead to the rise of electrotopia, the electronic world that we have now come to inhabit, which is indeed a world of surfaces only, no depths. It is a two-dimensional world made up of avatars, celebrities that generate avatars traveling at light speed. It's a pure realm of effects without causes. Same thing that Deleuze is talking about here, and I don't think he perceived this. I don't think he was aware of the nature of the electronic Umwelt, that world as a world that has come to replace the earlier Platonic realm of being, in which we had the logocentric realm, as we've seen in Derrida, in which being was controlled by a being idea, a transcendental signified that gave the world depth. And the electronic Umwelt has displaced all that, and now we have, for us, ultimate reality is no longer a Platonic world. As Deleuze says, the Stoics put the ideas in the realm of the effects of things, not the realm of causes, the realm of the effects of things, so that ideas are events, and they're incarnated in the events, which are pure effects without causes. And the electronic world is precisely a world of effects without causes, as Willem Flusser points out in one of his books. When you simply press a key on your keyboard and an effect results, a two-dimensional effect results on some screen somewhere. So the cause doesn't matter. What matters is only this realm of effects, these two-dimensional avatars that are indeed as flat as playing cards. and that Lewis Carroll, I think, is already foreseeing here as the coming, since the artist always foresees everything that's coming along a generation or two, sometimes 3 generations before it ever actually happens. And I think Lewis Carroll was very prescient of the coming of electrotopia and the replacement of the ontological other world, the Christian heaven, the beyond and the realm of being, the realm of logos, with a flat 2-dimensional world of avatars. Deleuze points out the Alice novels are precisely about Alice generating an incorporeal double of herself. When she goes through the looking glass and generates an incorporeal double of herself in the looking glass, that's a perfect metaphor for what the celebrity does today, or what all of us do via the electronic media that now has been democratized and is available to all of us, is to generate our own avatars through electronic looking glasses. And so we have constructed a realm of pure effects without causes that now embody the Platonic realm of the ideas in a superficial way, a 2-dimensional way, in which we only have the effects and we don't have the causes anymore. And so this is my sort of criticism, or addendum rather, to Deleuze's discussion of the logic of sense, chapter 2, with the second set of paradoxes.